You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell. Sponsored by Absolute Mortgage, a division of Pinnacle Capital Mortgage Corporation. Now, in the studio, local mortgage and finance expert, Tina Mitchell.
Welcome back to The Money Hour with your host and mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell, right here at 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, August 6th show. My goal is to help keep you up to date on the latest news and trends in our local economy and keep you tuned in by keeping you informed. If you're hearing my show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast, but you can always call the show at 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com to ask any questions for the guests that I have in studio today. And I don't know what all of my listeners are doing out there, but I hope you can see the Blue Angels because they are everywhere. It's just an amazing day. Leah, thank you so much for coming into studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Tina.
First time here in studio visiting with me, Leah Missik with Built Green Master Builder Associations, and a little bit about Leah. Leah joined Built Green as the program manager about 2 years ago. As the program manager, she has grown the certification Conduct Green Home Study that received national attention and was nominated for the Northwest Emmy Award for public-facing ad campaign on the advantages of living in Built Green home. Now, prior to Built Green, Leah worked as a Renewable Energy Analyst supporting a small-scale renewables program where a utility bought back energy as a premium rate. Now, Leah attended Kean College, where she majored with distinction in languages and international studies with the concentration in environmental studies. She then received her master's in public affairs in 2012, was Indiana University, where she specialized in economic policy and international affairs, and was honored with Economic Excellence Award. So let's go ahead and get started and talk a little bit about Built Green. So can you share, Leah, with my listeners what Built Green is?
Definitely. So Built Green is a green home certification program of the Master Builders Association. As a certifying body, we basically verify and certify that a home is as green as it says it is. In addition, we also have a member network, so we support our Green Builder members and other members, and we also provide education to the public and to our members about building green.
So, Leah, why is Built Green so important?
Well, of course, when you hear the word green, you often think of the environment as a separate abstract thing, and
yes,
we do exist to protect the environment, but it's also really important for homeowners and home dwellers. If you're living in a Built Green home, for example, your home is going to be a lot healthier and a lot more comfortable, and you're going to save a lot on your bills. So those are all reasons that an individual person should choose Built Green as well.
So in King County, how many homes are Built Green in the standard?
Yeah, so nowadays about a third of new single family homes in King County are being built to our standard, which we're really excited about. Last year, about 900 homes were built.
Wow.
So our numbers are really increasing, and we see an uptick in green building happening right now.
So Leah, why do you think it's becoming so popular now?
I think people are both ethically and financially driven toward Built Green homes. We know it's better for the environment and it's better for our families. So a lot of times people want healthy environment, healthy families. That's what Built Green means. But of course, also you're going to see savings in owning the home. You're going to have lower utility bills. Your materials in your homes are going to be more durable. So those are all reasons that add up. There's a lot of benefits, and they really just make sense for homeowners.
So why does the certification even matter if a home is built in a green manner anyway?
Yeah, so basically with our certification program, we have verifiers out in the field who visit the site multiple times, and they make sure that everything the builder is saying they're doing in the home actually is happening.
Okay.
Then as a program, we review it as well. And so that's an additional check on your home that's really important. We've come across a lot of homes that claim to be green homes when in fact there's not much of a difference between that home and a code home.
Wow.
So it's really assurance. It's proof that the builder is doing what they're saying they're doing. There's a lot of what we call greenwashing going on out there, where green is a really popular thing nowadays. People always want it, but you need to make sure the quality is there, and that's what our program provides.
That's awesome. So let's talk about the benefits of purchasing a Built Green property.
Yeah, absolutely. So like I mentioned earlier, Built Green homes are not just green, but they're healthy. as a certification, Built Green is holistic. So we look at energy, water, indoor air quality, materials, a lot of things that people don't readily think about, but that are really important for their daily health and their daily comfort. So your homes are going to have higher indoor air quality. They're going to be more durable. You're not going to have to replace things as often. And of course, the big kicker is utility bill savings. People are always excited when they have to pay fewer bills.
Yes.
And you can, of course, count that toward your mortgage as well. Consider that when purchasing a home, that your monthly payments on your utilities will be lower. Perhaps you can take out a larger mortgage because of that.
Yes. So let's talk about that a little bit more, because the show is called The Money Hour, because it's really about saving my listeners money in all areas of their finances. So what kind of savings can you really see from a Built Green home?
Absolutely. So with our certification, single family homes at the lowest level have to be 15% more energy efficient at minimum than a code built home.
Okay.
So that tells you right there. And then, of course, the higher the level you go, 4-star, 5-star, even Emerald Star, the more savings you're going to see. Okay.
So really look into those different stars to see overall what that savings is going to be.
Absolutely.
Now, on that same hand, Leah, what type of additional costs can they be looking at to benefit from the savings side?
Yeah, absolutely. So for additional costs, there are a number of green products that can be included in a home that entail some upfront costs but lead to savings in the long run.
Okay.
Of course, solar is a huge one. People always hear about solar. That's a really common one. But you can also look at, for example, more efficient water heaters, what kind of heating system you have. The more efficient those units are, they might be a bit more expensive, but you're going to save a lot in the long run on your bills.
Okay. And so what about the significance of net zero?
So net zero is great. If you can get a net zero energy home, that means your home is producing as much energy as it is using over the course of a year. So in the long run, your bills are going to be zero, or maybe the utility will even owe you money. For example, up in the Issaquah Highlands, there's a development called Z Home, and that's exactly what happened. We designed this home to be net zero energy along with the builder. That was the specification. And a few years later, we followed up, checked on what the actual usage was of the occupants, and they're using net zero energy. They don't have to pay utility bills.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. How exciting would that be?
Yeah. No electricity bill.
So any other shout outs that you know of people that are purchasing in our area in King County?
Yeah. So last fall, we certified our first, what we call Emerald Star. It's our highest certification level. We certified the first Emerald Star home in Ballard. And we're about to look at a year of occupancy. And I heard from the home builder, Dwell Development, that we're looking great. Those homeowners are getting money back from Seattle City Light because the home is producing more electricity than they're using.
So, Leah, can homeowners get their remodel certification as Built Green?
Yes, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of that going on, obviously, now with equity coming back and interest rates so low.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. And we do believe, of course, if a home already exists and there's a potential to remodel it to a higher standard of efficiency, go for it. And we do certify remodels. We also have what we call a retrofit checklist, which is a little bit lighter. So if you're doing a smaller scale remodel, you might want to check that out as well and get that certified. That will have the potential to increase your home's value, in fact, to carry that certification.
Okay. So, Leah, right now when people are listing their homes, do you have any type of numbers or percentages that you feel comfortable sharing with listeners as far as what homeowners might be getting in addition to their house when they're selling a green?
It's really hard to say, to be honest, in this hot market. It's hard for me to give you numbers because they depend on so many different factors.
Of course.
We have seen in the past that there's perhaps a few percent markup, but that's based on old data. Right now, with the market as it is, can't say for sure.
Makes sense. Now, what about any tax benefits? Are there still tax benefits available for homeowners that have homes built green?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different benefits, both for the homeowner and for the home builder, in fact. So, for example, we have done a lot of work with local government. So when builders build these homes, they can get money back from the government, they can get their permit more quickly, et cetera. As far as homeowners go, there's a lot of different utility rebates out there for efficient products if they want to swap out what they already have. Or, of course, we know there's a lot of funding out there on a lot of different levels for purchasing solar, as an example. So depending on the situation, depending on where exactly the home is, there are definitely options.
Yeah, and I've done shows just specifically on solar. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It's, I know it's specific in the area that you're at or the environment that you're at and whether solar obviously is going to work, but some huge savings on that. And also there's some calculations or software that can be run through that you could really get an idea of how much money you're going to save. So something good to look into. My listeners love stories, Leah. Any stories that you can share with them, success or not?
Yeah, so one of the best stories came about when I was doing research on Z-Home to see if it was actually living up to its net zero energy claims, which it was. And I interviewed a couple of the homeowners, Brian and Karen, and their story was really interesting to me because they had been looking for a home up in the Issaquah Highlands. It hadn't even crossed their mind that they wanted to buy a green home. But then they saw Z-Home and were really intrigued by it. And the more they looked into it, the more this idea sort of crept into their hearts. They ended up buying this home. And as a result of living in this home, they've actually changed their behaviors to be greener. They really enjoy their home because there's all these energy and water monitoring devices in the home. And it's a game for them now. How much can we save today? How much can we use today? So it was really great just to see how much they love their home, how comfortable they are in their home, and how it has really influenced their lives in a positive way.
Changing their lifestyle. That's beautiful. If my listeners want more information, how can they get that, Leah?
Yeah. So our website is builtgreen.net. And also, we have a conference coming up on September 13th, which is not just for builders. It's for anybody who's interested in sustainability or green building. So if you're interested in the conference, you can go to builtgreenconference.net and learn more.
Wonderful. Leah, thank you so much for visiting me in studio. I'll definitely have to come back in.
Sounds good. Thanks for chatting with me.
Coming up next in the Money Hour, how important is etiquette when it comes to your professional business and embracing in professional life? Well, I have Sandy McCullough with Etiquette for You right here on 1150 AM KKNW after this short break.